At some points, it almost seems like Call of Duty Modern Warfare is going through an identity crisis. It can't really figure out who it is or what it is. Now obviously at the end of the day when we play Call of Duty, we're going to want multiplayer to completely play how every single other Call of Duty game plays. But as you know, this year, I would say it's slightly different, and they took a different approach on the actual gameplay aspects of it. Now personally, I'm kind of getting adjusted to it. I'm kind of getting in the flow. The only reason I'm not raging that much on this game recently is because I've been mixing in a lot of old school titles. I haven't been grinding out Modern Warfare on a day-to-day basis. I've been playing World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, COD 4. I've been playing a lot of old school games lately. So it's been kind of easy to, expand my gameplay with different titles instead of just solely focusing on Modern Warfare. Soon to change once the next season comes out and I have to grind out that stuff. Get ready for some more rage. But while playing Modern Warfare, it seems like it doesn't really understand what it wants to be. Because throughout the campaign, this game kind of rubs off as a more stealthy, strategic type shooter. When in other Call of Duty games, it's all about the intense action, loud explosions. You know how typical Call of Duty is. I don't have to explain it to you. If you played Call of Duty in the recent 5+ years, you know how Call of Duty plays. But I like the way they handled Modern Warfare's campaign, because me personally, when it comes to single player games, I like those stealthy styled games. And Modern Warfare did that exact thing. I love the sniper missions in the majority of all the Call of Duty games. Some of them they just completely ignored. But there was always at least one stealth mission, or maybe one sniper mission, per Call of Duty campaign, at least. And they were always my favorite ones. Every single time. I love the stealth sections in Call of Duty campaigns. They always nail them. And that's what they did this year with the Call of Duty Modern Warfare campaign. They basically took the whole campaign and did it just strictly stealth. I loved it. Now, it was action here and there, of course. It's Call of Duty. They're going to have to keep to their base fans. But I loved the stealth approach, the more strategic approach to the campaign side. Now, like I said, this is Call of Duty. We don't want to see that stuff transfer over to the multiplayer. That's a completely different story. We should still have the same traditional styled Call of Duty gameplay feel to the multiplayer side that we usually have, because that's just what Call of Duty fans expect and want on a year-to-year basis. Yes, go ahead and switch up things here to there, but don't completely change around the whole game to where it's not playable anymore. I think personally they should have kept Call of Duty exactly how it is, minimap and all, and then have the realism mode where they strip the minimap, strip the HUD, all that stuff, and then they can have their style with the loud footsteps, and they can have their style of Modern Warfare as well. The best of both worlds for both parties. But I'm not gonna lie, because one of my favorite missions in the Modern Warfare campaign is Clean House. And I am partially offended that they didn't even bother putting a mode like this in the game. They put 10v10 in Ground War. Now, Ground War is cool. I would keep Ground War. But 10v10, I rarely ever touch. It's like, what, 2-3 maps for it? But tell me how cool it would be if you could have 4 versus 4. And maybe like a 2 to 3 story building. And the whole objective is in these tight quartered, hallways in these tiny little rooms that you're going to have to breach and clear. Now, this is something that I would like to see out of the style of game. This would have been unique, just like how they uniquely added in the 2v2 gunfight with their mix of weapons and stuff like that, even though it was copied and pasted from the previous titles, like Modern Warfare 3. They still put their unique little twist on it. But this would have been something cool. This would have been something actually, worthy of this title. Personally, I was thinking about this game mode having a player count around 3v3, or I would think 4v4, even 5v5. 4v4 or 5v5 I think would be the most ideal spot for the player count of this game mode. And it should just be strictly building maps. That's what I envisioned this whole game mode to be. About maybe 3 to 4 story buildings, and this is how it would all go out. The defender team has to basically plant themselves in all the rooms. There's going to be plenty of rooms to hide in, obviously, as you see in the gameplay here. And they're supposed to scatter around, so that's why I'm thinking maybe 4 or 5 people per team, I guess I should say. and they would have to scatter around on each floor. It's going to be about maybe 3 or 4 floors to these apartment buildings or whatever you're breaching into, and they're going to have to hide throughout the buildings, find spots to chill in, or maybe cover the stairway or something like that. And then the people who are breaching into this building are going to have to start off on the first floor and work their way slowly up to the very top. Now, how this is going to be, I'm guessing maybe, I would say, put a time limit of 1 minute or 2 minutes. So it's not like a complete campfest. I would say maybe 1 to 1.5 minutes. So, we're not taking too long for these matches. We want these rounds to be quick. We don't want it to be the traditional Call of Duty styled Modern Warfare gameplay where you have full 10-minute lobbies. We don't want any of that. So I'm thinking like maybe 1 to 1.5 minutes per round. So you're going to start off at the first floor and work your way all the way to the top, just like you see in this gameplay. And if you miss anybody, if you don't kill everybody on the team, then you lose. So it's going to have to put a lot of stress on the people who are breaching. You're going to have to check every single room. You're going to have to check every single corner. And you and your squad are going to have to communicate. Now, this would be just like Gunfight in terms that it's much better while playing with friends. Gunfight 2v2, if you're playing solo, could be a little iffy here and there unless the people you're playing with are actually cooperating with you and talking with you. But if they're not chatting with you, it's kind of pointless to play it, which will probably be the same case for this game mode. But if you're playing with a full party of like 4 to 5 people, all friends, and you guys are just chatting, laughing, having a good time, this game mode will be perfect for those fast, quick matches that people are craving. And it doesn't have to affect your stats, no win-loss stats, no KD stats. You just go into this game mode. If you're defending, you find somewhere to chill out in the building from the first floor to the 4th floor, wait for the breachers to come in, and you guys have to cooperate as well. It's not like, you're just camping. The defenders have to let their teammates know where the breachers are at, what floor they're on, if anybody got killed, if they're coming in too quick, if they're coming in slowly. You have to cooperate and let each other know. This will be a very team-based game mode. And in regards to tacticals and lethals and stuff like that, with claymores, frags, I think that personally the breachers, the people who have to go inside the building and find the people who are camping, should have the access to night vision goggles, and they also should have access to flashes or maybe stuns. I don't think frags or anything like that should be allowed. They'll be really cheesy and probably extremely annoying. And for the defensive team, I just don't think they need much at all. No night vision, no stuns, definitely no claymores. You guys know how claymores mix with doors in this game. Absolutely obnoxious. I think the defensive team should only have their weapons and the advantage of being able to set up shop and not having to move. The breachers are the ones who have to take all the risk. They have to open the doors, they have to breach the rooms, they have to move from floor to floor. The defenders only have to find a good spot to defend and kill the people who are coming in. So I think that the defenders should have nothing, and the breachers should have access to maybe like 1 stun or 1 flash and night vision goggles. I think that would be perfect and a good flow as well. But guys, please go ahead down into the comments section and let me know your personal opinions on this game mode. Like I said, I think it's kind of stupid of them not to have a game mode in the game like this. I mean, they did have the realism where it was nighttime on the multiplayer maps, where you had night vision goggles and you had lasers on your guns and stuff like that. It's cool, but I think that the coolest game mode that would really resemble what this game is all about through the campaign and stuff like that would be a breach and clear mission, just like the one that you saw a little bit earlier. I think that is so cool and would really add a nice touch to Modern Warfare. A nice little party game, I guess you should say. It's a gun game, it's an infection, it's gunfight. Why not have a stealth side of this game as well, where you have to breach a building or defend a building from breachers? It fits. They already have the map, they already have the destructibility, they have it already in the game. All they have to do is just add it to the multiplayer side. But guys, I want to thank you all for tuning into this video, and I want to thank you all for your most recent support. Been getting tons of subs lately, a lot of views, and a lot of love from all of you guys. So thank you so much for all the support you've been showing on this channel. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like. If you hated, you can always dislike it. If you're brand new and you enjoyed what you saw, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button as well. Helps get notified on all my recent uploads. Also, you just want to chat with me or see me rant about some video games, regardless of what the game is. Call of Duty, Battlefield, Rainbow, whatever you want. I rant about it over on Twitter at JbowenDaMan, and also you can catch me live streaming some video games as well over on Twitch at JbowenDaMan. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.